Yeah, hello everyone. I'm just here to say that you guys might not agree with me, but I've found out that independence does not exist. It's a false ideology that's been put out here for years, for centuries, to sit up there and say that we're independent when we're not. We're an interdependent society. We we can't do anything without each other. It's it's impossible. Like, you think about people who are like, you got farmers who are sitting out here working out in the farms, growing our food, and then distributing it out to the grocery stores. And then and due to that, we're able to, eat, good food, good nutritional food. The same thing with your job. It's like, you're sitting out here, you have people sitting up here saying like, oh, I'm an independent man. I'm an independent woman. I'm doing this all on my own. It's like, you got the job. You got a job. Like, it had to be someone who created that job for you to have the money that you have to be able to eat, have a shelter over your head, clothes on your back. And then all of that goes into something where you have people who had to create the clothes for you to have clothes in the first place, good quality clothes. Like, it's just crazy how people just think that they're just doing everything by themselves. And it was implanted in us that independence actually exists. It's like, you couldn't, you being born, you you need two people to create one person, or twins, triplets, quadruplets. It's just like, we've lost that sense that we're operating under an illusion of like, I'm the one doing this, I'm the one. And it's like these millionaires, billionaires, like they had some type of help down the line. I was reading a book. It was talking about like Bill Gates. Like, Bill Gates basically had a father he was a rich lawyer, and he gave his son, money. And because of that, Bill Gates was intrigued by computers, and he bought the software, he bought the operating system that is known as Microsoft today, that's made him a multi-billion, close to being a trillionaire in our lifetime. So it's just like, he had some type of help to get him where he is today. And that goes for a lot of these millionaires. Yeah, they might have inherited it, but it was due to the hard labor that their fathers, their mothers put in to basically give them a better life and give them an opportunity to be able to make more millions or squander it. It just like independence does not exist. Like, you got these women sitting up here, I'm an independent woman. Like, no, you're not. Like, you're going to this job. You're going to this job to make money so you can survive. If that person didn't have this job, like if the hospitals weren't created and they didn't create like, a licensing for nursing, like, basically, going back in history, all these healthcare ideologies stemmed from the military. And then once the military evolved, and then they created more branches, you had the emergency medicine techs, you had nurses, you had doctors, and it was trial and errors through centuries of, at one point they thought bloodletting was was a thing to, basically help people cure their sicknesses by draining their blood. That's not great. I mean, there's some still correlations with it when you're sucking out poison, with, a snake a snake bite or something like that. But I'm going off subject. But yeah, it's just, it gets to me when we sit up here, and I was just sitting here just thinking, like someone had to create that car for you to drive it. You didn't just create the car yourself. Like, and then, you know, it's just like, you didn't get to the point where you are today without family, without friends, without somebody believing in you, someone. And then you have people sitting up there being so egotistical when they think, oh yeah, I did this all myself. You had people along the way that helped you. Someone gave you some type of help. Like, don't forget that. Like, show gratitude. That shows humility. That shows that you know, someone helped you along the way, and that's way more appreciated than you sitting up there just saying, like, I did it all myself. Nobody was here to help me. Nobody did anything for me. No, like, I would be a lie to sit up there and say that I didn't have help along the way. Like, I'm a registered nurse. Like, you know, we studied I had like you know, what you would call my classmates. You know, we would work together in groups, work together on projects. It was a collaborative effort. It was pure interdependency of one another for us to carry through. And the ones that sat up there and thought that they can do it all by themselves, they suffered, or they didn't pass the class. And then they got kicked out of the program, had to restart the program because they didn't ask for help for the whole semester. Then all of a sudden want to come up and say, oh, can I use your notes? And they're at the, you know, the brink of basically failing. Like, literally, that happened. And I'm just like, we have to work as a unit. We have to work as a team. I think that's the future of how we can make it in this world, is basically embracing interdependency and stop this false ideology of independence. It does not exist. It's not there. It's just, to me, it's always been weird. Since I was little, I was just like, no, we're not. I'm not independent. Like, this person had to do this for me. My parents had to take care of me for me to get to the point where I could walk and be a working class citizen. They had to install they had to give me the fundamentals. Like, that's common sense. You have to thank your parents too. You thank God, first of all. You know, you thank whoever you worship, to the Most High, you know, the universe, whatever. But it took your parents, you know, to lay that foundation to help you get to certain points in your life. That's the basic fundamentals, was interdependency. Like, they basically got laws, like child protective laws. If you do not help this child, you're going to go to prison. Like, that's how like, interdependency is so embedded. Like, and people want to sit up here now, want to say, I'm independent. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop lying to yourself. Stop letting them lie to you. It's not the way to go. So wake up. I'll have later videos talking more in depth about interdependency and just life in general. And like, welcome to my channel. My name is Samuel Spain. And my channel consists of basically like life, health. I got a lot of things to talk about health. Just like our medical system, like our healthcare system. I mean, like, just like how it's getting out of control, and just like economics as well, like the way things are. Like, we really have to focus on unity bringing each other together, focusing on embracing interdependency. And people look at it like it's a vulnerability to sit up there. Is fear of being vulnerable, and it's an ego to sit up there and say that you did everything by yourself. I will not sit up here and say, if it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for my parents, if it wasn't for my siblings, if it wasn't for friends, giving me the encouragement and giving me, the push to, get where I am today. Like, yeah, and some people in some shape or form, some people don't have that support system, and that's the thing, because they feel like, okay, I can just do it all alone. Those people that set up there, these homeless people, these people who are homeless, some of them adopted that idea of independence. I can do it all by myself. And now they still trapped on the streets, sitting up there begging, sitting up there, don't have a place to stay, can't feed themselves and things like that, because I'm kind of contradicting myself, because they are asking for help. They're asking for a handout, but in some shape or form, you can't just do it by yourself. People who are trying to start businesses, they want to do it by themselves, and then they end up getting nowhere. I'm reading like business books right now, and it talks about you can't do anything without a team. Like you can't do it without a team. And like a lot of people don't look into their finances. Get a financial advisor. People who start businesses, you get financial advisors, tax advisors, a lawyer. Like these are teams, these are like systems that you need to put in place to be able to have a successful business, because you have to cover the I can't find the word right now. The logistics. Yeah, you have to cover the logistics when like being able to read a financial statement and going over it with a financial advisor. If you don't know, just reading books, these people creating books or publishing books and writing them, those are people speaking from, some of them speaking from the grave, and they're helping you because they're giving you ideas. They're teaching you how to they're teaching you basically to prevent you from making the same mistakes that they made, and be able to spare you 5 to 10 years of mistakes that can get you can sell your life and get you to the point where you need to be, where you want to start a business, or you want to buy a business, or you want to like go into a career that's going to be, behoove you. So, but yeah, just people, we got to stop with the independence. I'm independent this, I'm doing this all by myself and stuff like that. Like get you good people around you, because birds of a feather flock together. If you got people that are negative around you, usually those things are going to rub off on you, and then you're going to have a negative mindset. So it's like, but you still need a team. So you need a positive team. So pick and choose, be wise, be prudent of like the people you want to be, around in your circle, in your social circle. And make sure y'all have the same mindset, that you guys can excel and thrive to success, because that's definitely where I'm going. But that's it for today's video. And yeah, talk to you next time. And remember to subscribe, comment. If you let me know how your opinion on independence and interdependence. How do you feel about? Do you think that we are living in this false ideology of independence? Like, let me know in the comments down below. And And subscribe to the channel if you like it. Yeah, subscribe. All right, have a good one.